All right, let's get going here. Hi, everybody. Welcome out.
Hi, Doc.
And there goes the PG-13.
Yes.
That took about 6 seconds, huh?
I'm gonna boot Barrie. So I'm Carlos Cabrera, and with me today we have Alex Del Rosario.
What up?
Barrie Kritzer.
Hey, Kreitzer.
Crit. I like crits better, but
Whatever. Everyone calls me Kreitzer.
You roll them 20s. What else are you gonna call yourself?
and the rice to my bean, Rob Childers.
Hey, I like that. Hey, everybody.
This is a test. This is a complete beta. It's going to be a failure and a mess up. Please expect that, because this is my first time ever even trying anything like this. A full live playthrough video while we're just, online, sequestered in our quarantine zones. We're going to try to play a game by Matt Leacock, also the designer of Pandemic, which is what got me thinking about Matt Leacock's games, this pandemic that we're dealing with. But this is a game that shares a lot of the same mechanisms as Pandemic. It really feels like a Pandemic pared down to just the essentials. Great for family and kids. So for that purpose, I thought it would be just, low enough on the level that Alex and Barrie could deal with it. Right, guys?
Thanks.
Step it down a notch.
Yep. In this game, we're playing the roles of adventurers seeking treasure. And today, Robert is playing the role of the pilot. The pilot can, once per turn, fly to any tile on the island for one action. And Alex is playing the role of the diver. The diver can move through one or more adjacent, flooded, and or missing tiles for one action. All right, and it says must end his turn on a tile. So he at least must end his turn on a tile. Then we've got, let's put these sideways so you guys can see them. The Explorer, so that's Barrie. Barrie's going to be green. He's the Explorer. He can move and or shore up diagonally. In this game, everything's done orthogonally, up, down, left, right. But Barrie can break that rule as the Explorer. And I am the Messenger. As a Messenger, I can give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for one action per card. So I'll be playing the role of the Messenger. That'll be our turn order as well. So I'll set these over here. In this game, each player is going to be dealt cards. Those cards are going to represent treasures and or special actions that they can take while on the island. What we're going to do is attempt to find 4 treasures of a kind. So when we see these treasure cards here, we're going to try to find 4 treasures of a kind so that we can turn them in for that specific treasure. Once we've collected all 4 treasures, we're going to have to make our way to the helicopter pad, the Fool's Landing, to then take off with the help of Rob. We can find the helicopter card and get over there and take off, and we win the game. What's stopping us is the island itself. As we're playing the game, the island will begin to sink. We're going to draw island cards. These island cards are going to represent tile locations. These tile locations, as they come up, will begin to sink. When they're flooded, they're grayed out. As this grayed out card, we can still move on it. We can still collect treasure on it. But the next time that card gets pulled, that tile is actually removed from the board. When it's removed from the board, we cannot cross that area, which can impact our ability to get to Fool's Landing. So that's the gist of the game. It's a quick one, usually about 30 minutes or so, but we'll see how it goes with this virtual connection that we're doing where I'm controlling the board and the gentlemen are just watching from their systems. All right. So let me shuffle these back up, and we will begin the game. Robert, if I'm right, I believe we start off with a hand of 2. Is that right?
Yeah, checking the rules now. Just was looking at the setup. So we create the island. We place the treasures. So we got to get those treasures on the board. No? Let's see. Place them around the island. Okay, so you just lay them out around the island like you have them. Got it. Good, good, good.
Yeah, because we don't know where they are yet.
Right. Divide the cards. island starts to sink. So we shuffle the flood deck, place it face down on one side of the island to form the draw pile, draw the top 6 cards one at a time, and place them face up next to the draw pile to form the flood discard pile. For each card drawn, flip the corresponding island tile over to its flooded blue and white side.
All right, so here we go. We're going to start with, how many are drawing?
6.
All right, first one. Dunes of Deception is flooded. Second one. The Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon is flooded. Third one. Cave of Shadows. Cave of Shadows is flooded. Next one. Watchtower. Watchtower. Watchtower is flooded. All right. The next one. Thorn of Howling Garden. Excuse me. English is not my first language. Howling Garden is flooded.
Don't use that excuse, Carlos.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our final one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Last
Final one. Bronze Gate. Bronze Gate. Is it 6 or 9?
6, it says.
6. Okay. 6 it is. All right. So there's our island situation right now. And
Next is the adventures appear. We shuffle the adventure cards and randomly deal 1 to each player. We've done that already with choosing the colors. We put them out on the board. Then we hand out the treasure deck cards. Thoroughly shuffle the treasure deck and deal 2 cards to each player.
all right. So I'm going to deal cards over here on the side. So we'll start with Rob. Robert, you're getting sandbags and sandbags.
Wow.
Hey, Robert,
Guess I'm getting some sand.
mute the Facebook feed that you also have because we can hear it in the background. It's like echo.
Mine's not on, actually. I haven't turned Facebook on at all.
Oh, well, somebody has Facebook on in the background. I saw the
Not sure.
not sure. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you might have an echo going on.
Like a thumping noise. Thump, 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 thump.
No, I hear more of a echo, like a follow-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got everything else muted, so there should be nothing else going on. All right, let's move on. Keep it on. We'll figure this out. All right, and Barry, I'm sorry, Alex, your hand. You're starting with the helicopter lift card, which I'll read, which I should have read sandbags.
Oh, sweet. We already got the helicopter lift card already.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's going to clog your hand. So, helicopter lift card says, move 1 or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile, or lift your team off of Fool's Island, or Fool's Landing for the win. Play at any time, does not count as an action, discard to the treasure discard pile after use. And then you also got this treasure.
Okay.
Rob got 2 of the sandbags, so I'll read sandbags for you guys so you can get a gist of what it does. Sandbags. Let's see if I can. There we go. Sandbags. Shore up any one tile on the island. Play at any time. Does not count as an action. And then discard to the treasure discard pile after use. So he can.
And shore up basically means to remove it from flooding?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go with Barry's card. Barry, your hand. Fire, and the globe. Fire. And then...
Okay, so the red and the black treasure.
Yep. Oh, yeah, red and black. And then Carlos, I've got the blue and the gold, the chalice and the lion. All right, so we're going to start off with Robert. What's the next step, Robert?
Set the water level. So here we choose our difficulty in the game. There are, four difficulties,
going with
I believe?
normal.
Okay.
Are you guys good with that, or what are your thoughts?
That's fine.
That's cool.
So we're going to
All right, then we start.
normal. All right, we're going with normal. So Rob goes first. Let me pull Rob's hand over. There's your hand, Robert.
Don't be pulling on my hand.
So Rob gets to take up to 3 actions. Remember, the actions available are move, shore up, give a treasure to someone on your same space, or capture a treasure. So Rob, you get 3 actions and you can repeat them.
All right. Well, just looking through my copy of the game here, the 2 sandbags I have are the only 2 in the deck, but we might as well go ahead and use those. It does say play at any time, does not count as an action. Well, maybe I'll just use 1 for now.
I would wait. Those are going to be so important later on.
But they're going to clog his hand the whole time.
Yeah,
I would use one. I would use one, not both.
All right, I'm going to use 1, and I'm going to go ahead and discard 1, and I'm going to let's shore up Dunes of Deception. That's kind of over where none of us are, down in the lower left.
Right here?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to burn 1 to shore up Dunes of Deception. Goes to the discard pile. Done.
Again, that is not an action for me, so I still get my 3 actions. So
That's right.
what I will do is I'm going to move 1 spot down to Breaker's Bridge as my first action.
All right, we're moving to
So
Breaker's
from
Bridge.
Full Atlantic to Breaker's Bridge, I'm going to shore up the Watchtower, which is the tile to my right.
Because you're allowed to shore up the tile you're on or one adjacent to you.
Right, and then I'm just going to move a little more central, I think, just to get ready for my next turn. I'll move down 1 more space to the Cliffs of Abandon, and then I'll call it a turn.
All right, that is Rob. So end of Rob's turn. He will now draw 2 cards from the treasure deck.
Yep.
And card number 1. Hey, water's rising. So there are 3 water rise cards in the treasure deck. When you draw a water rise card, you must immediately do the following. 1, move the water level up 1 tick mark. So water level is going up to Elite. 2, shuffle the flood discard pile and place it on top of the flood draw pile. So this is everything that's already flooded. So this is bad. Robert should.
This isn't going to be good.
When it says play at any time, I mean, is that any time?
Yep, I can still do it.
Like right now, anytime.
Yeah, I think we might as well save one of the locations, and we probably ought to save something central so that if the outer ones flood, it's not so bad. Although we do also want to save the ones with treasures on them.
Yeah. Cave of Shadows,
I think I'm going to go
or Howling Garden.
Hey,
Cave of
I'm
Shadows.
right.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Don't do the one that's right below me because I could shore that up next turn.
It won't be there next turn is what we're saying.
Yeah, it might
If
disappear.
it gets pulled right now, it will not be there next turn.
Well, I could still go diagonally, so that won't be as much of a problem where I'm at.
No, but we want to save one that, like I say, that is more central. The ones on the edge flooding out.
If these flood
are a
out,
problem.
it doesn't impact our ability to move. You can move diagonal, but we can't.
So,
Yeah.
so I would say the one that's 2 to your left that you're pointing at now.
Just say
That one, yeah.
This one?
That's the one I think would be the best one to do.
The Lost Lagoon?
Yeah.
Rob, you do you.
Well, that's... Yeah, that one doesn't have a treasure on it, so I definitely disagree. I think we got to do one of the 2 treasure tiles, like Carlos was saying, either the Cave of Shadows or the Howling Garden. And again, I think Cave of Shadows is the one to go with, unless we want to save Howling Garden out on the edge. Well, just because nobody's close to Howling Garden, I think I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and save Howling Garden. We'll flip that.
All right. So we're going to risk it for the biscuit. So there's your second card use. That's gone. All right, so we drew your 2 treasure cards. Now we move to step 3 of the turn. Step 3 of the turn is going to be draw flood cards. After drawing the 2 treasure cards, you must now take on the role of Forbidden Island. Oh, wait, I didn't draw your second card. I'm sorry.
What was the second card? Yeah.
Second card is a lion. So
Lion treasure, okay.
that's the only card in your hand, Rob. You're down to 1 lion.
Yep.
I need to get more webcams. All right, so Rob's down to 1 lion. And now we draw flood cards equal to the level of the flood meter. So that's where the flood meter comes in. We're at level 2. I'm sorry, level 3.
3 now.
Yeah, we are at 3. So 3 cards come out of the flood deck. Lost Lagoon is gone. Back in the box. And actually, I think does the card go away?
I believe it does.
After drawing
Yes.
2 treasure cards, you must not take. Flip it to the flooded side. If the matching island is already flooded, it sinks into the abyss. Remove it and the matching flood card from the game. Yep. So the card 2. Watchtower. Watchtower. Watchtower is...
It's one of the ones I saved
Flooded.
up there on the right.
Yep. And then Dunes of Deception is flooded. So that worked out.
Hey, so I saved.
That worked out real nice.
Yep.
All right. And then that is it. That is complete for Rob's turn. So now we move to Alex's turn. Alex, you are the diver. You are black. You're sitting on the Temple of the Sun. You, as the diver, can move through one or more adjacent flooded and or missing tiles for one action, but you have to end on a tile. And here's your hand.
All right. I'm trying to see the. So what is the special ability? One more time.
You can move through a flooded space. So your one move would be 1 across to here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can move through that gap, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
You swim through it.
All right. Cool. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shore up the dunes underneath.
Shoring up the dunes. Got it. That's one action.
All right. I'm going to move to the right.
Cave of Embers. Got it.
And then I'm going to... I guess I really can't do anything else. I just move again. I guess I'm going to move across to...
Tidal Palace.
Actually, I'll move up.
With Rob.
Yep, with Rob, just in case we need to trade, what do you call it, cards or anything.
All right. Wait, we're not done with your turn because we got to draw stuff for you. So it's now time to draw your cards. So let me come over here. We will draw card number 1. You have a statue of a lion. And card number 2.
And your hand limit size is 5, right?
5.
Yep.
5.
I got 4. Cool.
All right, so there's your hand. Take a mental note. So I'm going to put this aside.
Okay.
I got 2 of those lion statues, so we need to trade those one way or the other here.
Rob has 1 and Alex has 2 of the lion statues.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. That's the reason I did that, so in case we got this situation, we can just trade it off. And
Yeah, that'll work out. All right, so now let's see what the flood situation is. We got 3 flood cards. Number 1, Cave of Shadows. It's kaput.
Gone.
And that had a treasure on it, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yep. That was
The
one
fire
I was
So we
thinking
just
about
lost. So we just lost the game.
No.
There's still Cave of Embers. So
Is each
treasure has 2
sorry.
locations.
It's hard for me to see the treasure icons. That's why I didn't realize that.
All right, so number 2.
yeah, I have it pulled up on the what do you call it, the group forum. Yeah, I have it in my backdrop, so I'm just looking at it. I'm going like back and forth between the video and the photo.
Howling Gardens. So we're good there. And then number 3, Bronze Gate. Bronze Gate is gone. Bronze Gate.
Bye-bye. That's all right. We don't need that one.
Nope, no, we don't. All right, so that ends Alex's turn. It's on to Barrie. So, Barrie, let me give you put your cards over here. You are the explorer. You can move and or shore up diagonally, and there's your hand.
Okay, first shore up the card to my left.
Watchtower's being shored.
Then move me diagonally down and right.
To the Tidal Hollows.
Yep.
Twilight Hollows.
Yes. Yep.
Got it. That's 2
And then
actions.
shore up the card below it.
3 actions, and you're done. All right, let's draw you some fresh cards. Ooh, fire, baby. And Chalice. There's your Pimp Chalice. All right, and now let's see what we got. Copper Gate. Copper Gate is here.
It's where I started.
Yep. Number 2 is the Crimson Forest. There's a Crimson Forest. And then number 3. So we're getting into new stuff here. Phantom Rock. Isn't that a song?
It's a genre.
I think you're thinking
rock.
of Party Rock. Party Rock anthem.
All right, Barry. Remember your hand. 2 fire. 1 globe. And 1 chalice. Planet Rock. That's what I'm thinking of. Rock, rock, planet rock. Don't stop. All right.
You
And
look back real old school. Okay.
that was Barry, right? So now it's on me. I am the messenger, so I'll give you guys a view of my hand. And as the messenger, I can give a treasure card to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action per card. Barry, I'm going to, without asking your permission, I'm going to give you this line card.
Oh, hold on. So doesn't someone already, Carlos?
Yeah.
Doesn't someone already have 2 lion cards?
That would be, I'm sorry, not Barry, Alex. Alex has 2 lion cards. Alex, I'm giving you a lion. Thank you, Barry.
So that's 1 action.
All right. So, Alex, you have 3 lions. You'll pick one up from Rob. That'll give you the 4 you need to turn it in for a treasure.
Although, hold on. He's got a handful of cards now. He can't pick up any more without throwing away. I was going to take 2 from him. If you want to pass it to me instead.
Help me understand.
Hand limit of 5.
Right. Hand limit of 5.
Alex already has 4 cards, so you're giving him a fifth one.
Card.
He wouldn't be able to take 1 from me. I was going to take the 2 from him because I only have 1 card right now. If you give it me 1, then I'll have all 4. On my turn, I can go and try to save the lion.
So you're thinking, okay, because you can only give cards, cannot take. You can only give.
Oh, you can only give.
Right. So the options are give a treasure card, not take. So you may give 1 or more treasure cards to another player if both pawns are on the same island. Costs 1 action. So
okay.
I could give it to Alex now. You can give it to Alex on your turn. That leaves Alex actions to go turn them in, is my thought.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll just have to throw away a card when he gets the 1 from me because he'll already be at his hand limit, I believe.
Do we toss the helicopter lift or just use the helicopter lift? Because he can
he
play
might
it
wanna do
anytime.
that.
Let's figure that out on your turn because he can pop that on your turn if needed before you hand him any cards. All right, so I gave it to Alex. It's 1 action. Where am I? I am gray. I'm silver. So 1 action. I need to go up. 2 actions to move up. 3rd action.
Carlos, quick question. Are there any of the places that are flooded that are absolutely necessary right now? Because if there is, it might be best to have him use his helicopter now to move you to one of them so you can short it. I just don't know if any of them are absolutely necessary at the moment.
No, because it's just Phantom Rock, Copper Gate, and Crimson Forest. My thought is I'm going to save Crimson Forest because it's adjacent to Fool's Landing. We need avenues to Fool's Landing. That was my thought.
Sounds good to me.
You guys agree?
Yep.
All right, so I'm shoring that up for my 3rd action. I will now draw. Lion, there it is. And Waters Rise. So this gets discarded. We are now at next level up on the flood. We're still in zone 3. We're going to shuffle the discards into onto the top of the draw pile for the island. And then we will discard this card to the top. These are my hand. That's my hand in case you guys are looking. And I'll put my hand back. And now we will draw 3. Copper Gate. It's gone. Number 2. Crimson Forest. Saved it. And number 3. Dunes of Deception. There we are.
Good.
All right. Back to the top of the order. Robert, you're up. Here's your hand. And it's Robert's go.
You're pulling all those cards out as you're taking the tiles off, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I think my first action again is I have to give 1 to Alex.
Yep.
He has the CHOPPA card. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Can it help
So it
right
allows you to
now?
move-
So can you read what it does again?
It allows you to move one or more pawns on the same tile to any other tile.
Okay, so basically we can use that to move ourselves to the lion tile.
Alex, yes.
Use
Money.
both of us. Move both of us.
Yep. Now, do you want Whispering Gardens or Howling Garden?
I can't get off of Howling Garden.
I'd say the bottom one, so that way he can actually get out, because if he can't get out from there.
Right.
Yeah, if you go to the far one, Rob's screwed.
Oh, yeah, he can't
Exactly.
get off.
Exactly. So I have to go down.
And Barry, you better hurry up and get out of there.
That's my plan, is to go diagonal, get out of there.
All
So
right.
we're flying to Howling Garden. It looks, or Whispering Garden.
Whispering Garden is. Welcome to the wonderful land of Whispering Gardens.
So then, for my first action, I will give Alex the final lion card that he needs to cash in on his turn.
Boom. Alex has 4 lions.
I don't believe I can do anything super productive. So what I will do is I'll move once left and once and end my turn on Coral Palace.
Once left and end once up and end your turn on Coral Palace.
Correct.
Alrighty. That's right.
Draw me 2.
So we're going to draw 2. We got a chalice and a globe.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I actually have a globe too.
Yeah, and you're not together anymore. All right, so let's go into sinking time. Phantom Rock is gone. Number 2, Watchtower. Watchtower, where are you? Ooh, that's where I'm at. That's scary. Watchtower. And number 3, Howling Garden. Howling
That's
Garden.
right below me.
Okay, so that is the flooding, and that is it for Rob. It is now Alex's turn.
All right, I'm gonna cash in.
Alex, can you see your hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna cash in.
All right, so first step, cash in. So it's 4. And you, Alex, have earned achievement unlocked. It's a lion. So Alex,
We're one step closer to forming Voltron.
Alex has the lion and 2 actions left.
All right, so then I am going to move up. I can't give to person adjacent to me or in the tile next to it. It has to be in the same tile, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so I don't have enough moves to give. All right, cool.
But if you end where I'm at, I can give on my turn.
Yeah, one way or the other, because you guys have cards you can share.
Okay.
He might just give it to you and let you do it again.
Okay. All right, so I'll just move to where he's at. So
And then shore up
3.
the card to the left of him.
That's 3 actions. He's done.
Oh, wait, because I forgot he traded it.
Yep. All right. First card is a fire card, and then he gets a helicopter lift.
awesome.
Alex, so take a note, Alex. Here's your hand.
Yep.
All right.
Fuego.
It is Fuego. And
Anybody see if we've got anybody following?
let's see. I'm gonna pull up the board. Let's see. Anybody watching this thing?
Seen by 11.
Seth Jordan, Mike Wilson. Hey, thanks for watching. Muhammad and James Luft and 3 others are watching. That's cool. Let me wave. Hey.
And for you all watching at home, Carlos is pulling a full Winnie the Pooh right now.
The camera is from here up for a reason. Dios mío. I can dress y'all up, but I can't take you out.
Anybody following can comment. Hopefully it's coming across good.
Yeah, put in the comments how the feed is working. Any tips on things I can do. I'm really just learning how to live stream. And actually, to be honest with you guys, it's a little crazy. I'm learning a lot of this because my wife needs it. As a first grade teacher in Hillsborough County, Florida, she has to begin teaching kids online. So she's having to learn how to live stream, how to provide images of documents, and teach her kids online. So a lot of this learning is partly to help her out. So
So Carlos now has an excuse to buy more equipment.
So, Carlos,
yes.
how's that trunk working out?
The magical trunk of holding?
Exactly.
Stuff just keeps popping out of it, man. Alex knows about my magical trunk of holding. All right, looks like it is green turn. That is Barry. You're up.
Okay. Move me diagonal down and to the left.
So Barry down and to the left.
Move me. Can I only do that once per turn, or can I do that?
You may move and or shore up diagonally. Period.
Okay, so go ahead and I'm sorry, what is it called when I flipped it over?
Don't even worry about shoring that up.
Shore up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even worry about that.
Anymore.
We already got the line.
Is that one of the ones we already got?
Yeah, take a look at the picture I sent you of the island. You'll see that has a picture of a lion on it.
Okay, then move me down and diagonal to the left. And then go ahead and move me to the same where everyone else is.
All right, that's Barry. And you have a full hand, Barry, just about. So as we draw cards here, you're going to have to discard stuff.
Yeah.
I think I might have to. I'll give you the fire. I'll give you my fire because I know you got 3. You just need.
Yeah. So
Well, let's see what he draws.
we'll see what I get.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you keeping, Barry? What's going away? On you have 5. This stays. This stays. On this next one.
How many chalices? How many chalices do we have?
Rob has 1. You have 2. I have 1. But this is your 5th card. One of these has to go away.
I'll keep the fire. Get rid of one of the chalices.
I don't know. What do y'all think about that?
Sure about that?
We have.
Someone else has a fire, so I'll be able to.
Fire. I have a fire. I can give that to you.
I'm thinking about getting rid of the globe. Wouldn't I get rid of the globe?
I have one globe.
You have a globe. You have a chalice.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll pull up the hands because this is going to matter here. So here is. How do I do this? Alex, you have fire and globe.
Okay, fire and globe. Okay.
Rob, you have chalice and globe. Carlos,
maybe
chalice.
Get
and
rid of
lion.
chalice.
You think
get rid.
In total, we have 4 chalices. But we can get rid of the globe.
Get rid of the globe.
Get rid of the globe, and then we just move the chalices around and go get it?
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, I'm doing it. There's your discard, and we're getting rid of the globe. We're keeping. So Barry has 3 fire and 2 globe. Full house.
You mean 2 chalice?
2 chalice and 3 fire.
And let's see what we draw here.
Twilight Hollow is flooded.
That's fine. Don't need it.
Title Palace.
Don't really need that one, but we're okay.
Where is it?
It's the one diagonal and down from. Yep.
And then Silver Gate is flooded. Okay, that is it for Barry. It is now my go. So here's me. Here my hand. I can give treasure cards. So I cannot give this to Barry because even though Barry has 2 chalices, he's got 3 fire. He needs to go for something else. Robert, you already have 1 chalice. Are we going to make you the chalice guy?
We can try.
And then Barry will have to find a way to get... Barry's already starting his turn with you, right?
Yeah, all 3 of us are in one spot.
So if you end your turn where Barry's at, or within 1 of Barry, he has enough actions to give you both of them.
Right.
All right, Rob, I'm giving it to you. I'll let you figure it out. You have 2 chalices.
Okay.
So that's 1 action. Second action is start to shore stuff up. Crimson. Third action, shore up the watchtower. All right, that's me. Let's see what I get in the draw. Helicopter lift. And waters rise. So we are on the last level of the third level.
Is that your second water rise you've drew?
Yes. On my turn, that is. I'm going to shuffle up the discards and put them on top. I'm the bottom of the hand. I mean, I'm the last guy to draw. I'm only getting the leftovers. That's it for me. And we go back to Robert. So let me get Robert's hand out so you can see it.
Did you flood already?
No. No.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Gotta do that.
Can't skip the infection phase. Tidal Palace. Gone.
Boom.
Dunes at Deception. Gone. Guys, the island's going away. Twilight Hollow. Gone. There we go. We don't have much of the island left.
Yeah, we didn't need those.
Yeah, but we've only gotten one of the artifacts so far.
Yep. There's your hand, Robert. Our level is 3. And it is blue player's turn. What you going to do, Robert?
All right, well, I need to give away this globe. Are we making Alex the globe guy?
He's the only one with another globe. So if you got to get rid of something, give it to Alex.
Oh, I don't have to, but while we're together, I think I probably should. As an action, I can fly to any tile. I think I'll go ahead and fly to, thinking maybe the Cliffs of Abandon, just up 2 spaces, and go ahead and shore up the Silver Gate.
That's 3.
That's 3.
All right. We'll draw Robert's hand.
Give me some chalice.
Nope.
Lube.
Hey, there's some chalice.
There we go.
Not too horrible. All right, let's flood away. Silver Gate. Silver Gate floods. Crimson Forest floods again. Howling Gardens is gone. All right. That is the situation, Robert. Here's a look at your hand again.
Got it.
Okay. And it is Alex's turn.
All right, so I am going to give my Fuego to Barrie.
Oh, the problem with that is Barry's going to have to discard a chalice, but I think we expected that because Rob has 3, so that's fine. That's going to work out.
Yes.
There's your hand, Alex, so you can see it there.
Mm.
I don't know if you can, but there it is. So we're going to give the Fuego to Barry, that fire. I'm assuming, Barry, you're going to discard the chalice, leaving you with 4 fire, 1 chalice.
Yes.
That's the plan. Alex, you got 2 actions left.
I'm going to move up 1 and to the left 1.
And to the left 1.
Yep.
And then 2.
Yep.
All right.
So
That's
that's
it.
Yep.
Draw 2. Hey, look at that. And
Yep.
oh, more fire.
Ah.
More fire, baby. More fire. All right. Take a look at your hand. Take a look at your hand. We got 3 globes.
If anybody has a globe, I'm at the globe location. I'm at the globe location. Please.
You could move somebody with the helicopter over there. So that is an option.
Move them to me.
Yeah, you could.
Who has a globe that's willing to move over?
Nobody.
I have 1. No, I have 1.
Yeah, Rob has 1.
And I need 1 chalice.
But you're closer to Barrie.
Barry
has a chalice.
If Barry can get to me somehow and hand off a chalice.
I can use that to move. It says 1 or more pawns. I can move both of you to me.
No, it's 1 or more pawns on the same tile.
On the
On
same
a tile.
Yep.
Damn.
2,
Okay.
1 tile. So it's like flying everybody in one group.
Gotcha.
All right, so Barry's going to move 1 up to the Cave of Embers, turn it in for 2, and then...
Well, you haven't done the flooding yet.
No, we haven't. I'm just trying to think these turns aloud. All right, we'll come back to that helicopter card. Flooding 1, Watchtower. Flooding 2, Cliffs of Abandon.
I think I'm all right. Where am I?
Yeah, that's where Alex is. And Flooding 3, Iron Gate. Iron Gate.
Bottom right.
All right. Those are our discards, and that is the end of Alex's turn. It is Barry's turn. Barry.
Okay. Is the one right above me the one with the fire?
Yes, the Cave of Embers. I think there's a
Move me up there. Move me there.
All right, we're going to move you there.
I'm going to trade in my 4. Fuego.
Trade in 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And fire. Fire! Achievement unlocked. Blink.
And which one is Rob on?
Rob is on the
north of
Cliffs of Abandon, just north of you.
I'm going to go ahead and shore that up.
All right.
And draw me those cards. Por
Okay.
favor.
We got to shuffle the deck. We ran through it. So let's shuffle, and so that means all 3 of the flood cards are back in play. Barry, card number 1, sandbags. Card number 2, a lion. There's your hand, Barry.
Okay, is there anything that's currently flooded that we definitely need to save?
While he's holding the sandbags.
Let it all fly. Let it all go.
Is that Franz joining in?
Just let it end.
We have a spectator.
do we
in the
need
Discord.
any, Carlos, since you can see them better, do we need any of those locations that are currently flooded?
If I had to say one, I'd...
The answer really is no.
No. Yeah, no,
If
because
the
we have a
answer's-
straight line. Hang on to it.
If the answer is no, I'll hold on to it.
Hang on to it. All right, here we go.
And then let's see our flood cards.
Flood number 1, Temple of the Sun. That is where Alex is. Number
Okay,
2,
at this point, I'm going to go ahead
Cave
and
of
use
Embers.
it to.
And then number 3. What are you going to use it for, Barry?
I'm going to use it to shore up the Cave of Embers.
Cave of Embers? Or do you want to wait for the next card? Or
Well, because if another Cave of Embers comes up,
well, it's in the
doesn't that
discard pile.
automatically?
There's only one
Is there
card.
there's only one.
Right, so we have
Okay,
a
then
discard pile. Until we get a water rise card, the cards in the discard pile aren't going to go on top of the draw pile. Until
Okay,
we get
I didn't
another
realize there
one.
was only one of each. Okay, so let's see what the next one is.
Yep. And the final card, Fool's Landing. Yep, that's no good. You can't win the game if Fool Landings go away.
Okay, so I'm going to shore up Fool's Landing just to play it safe.
And clear your hand while you're at it.
We gotta save the helicopter pad.
All right, that is Barry's go.
We
Barry,
can
your
get
hand
to
is
the
down
CHOPPA
to-
if there's no CHOPPA.
CHOPPA.
There's your hand, Barry.
Okay, blue and yellow, and we don't need yellow anymore.
No, we don't need lines. I have a helicopter. I have a helicopter lift, and Alex has a helicopter lift. I think I'm going to hang on to those. So let me start.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna.
I was on the watchtower. Let me start showing stuff up. From the watchtower, I will shore up Crimson Forest, Watchtower, and Silver Gate. Sounds good?
That was, yep.
All right. I guess I'll just stay in that area and just keep shoring everything near the helicopter. All right, so here's my hand right now as it stands. Here's my new draw. Fire, new draw. What? Are you surprised?
No, we are not.
Anybody surprised? Jeez.
So For everyone watching, if we lose this game, it's because of Carlos.
I am here for a reason. I don't know what it is. I push the buttons and press record. That's what I do. All right. And now we are at 4. 4 cards on the flood draw. Card number 1, Coral Palace. Card number 2, Whispering Garden. Card number 3, Gold Gate. And the final card, number 4, the Observatory.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Well, those are all new cards. Did you guys shuffle and put the old ones back on top? You couldn't have.
No, I didn't. Take that back. Flip these. Flip this. Thank you, Robert. Good catch, Robert. Whispering Garden. And I didn't do it in order. So these get shuffled back into the deck. So you're watching me shuffle. The deck is now reshuffled. It is now back to normal. The board state is normal. The discards
And now you draw 4.
are getting shuffled. Good catch, Robert. Discard getting shuffled. This is why we keep
That's
Robert
why I'm
around.
copying the game out.
They go back on top of the draw pile, and now 4 will come out now. First card, Iron Gate. Iron Gate. Iron Gate is here. Gone. Yeah, that's a goner. Number 2, Watch Tower. Watch Tower is... Where's that? I was on it. Oh, yeah. Good.
Diagonal.
I was on it. Phew. And 3, Cliffs of Abandon. That's Robert Space. And 4, the Silver Gate. Okay, so that is 4 flooded. That's us.
Whew.
All right, that is it for my turn. I helped, right? I helped.
Sure.
All right, let me clean up the board state. And it is Robert's go, so let's put Rob's hand on the board. Rob, you have...
Actually, Carlos, it's a really good thing you actually did show up the ones you did, because otherwise the one you're on would have been gone.
Yep. Now, if you're on a space that disappears, you immediately swim to an adjacent one. Right, so you don't just stay.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, you don't die.
Yep.
You don't die.
Oh, okay.
But you'll be, if you're here and it's sunk, you can swim to one of the orthogonals.
This is a family board game.
What if nothing's nearby?
No, the most adjacent one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you were here, you would swim to there. All right, it is Rob's go. You have 3 chalices, 1 globe.
All right. I think I need to try to hand off the globe. Who needed the globe? Was that Alex?
Yep, that was me.
Okay. What I'm going to do then is I can fly as an action to any tile. So I will fly on over and meet up with Alex on the Temple of the Sun for my first action. I will then hand Alex a globe card.
Blink.
And may I suggest now Alex use his chopper card to fly to work?
Before you take that card, Alex, you'll have to use the chopper card. Otherwise, you'll have to discard a card.
Okay, I'll use a chopper card to move him to where
Who's him?
Barry's at. Rob.
You can't, because then Robert can't hand you a card.
After handing me the card.
I think he's saying that I have to do it before because you already have a full hand.
Yep, Alex has a full hand. So if Rob hands you that card, you immediately have to discard a card.
Or do you have anything that
Can
you
he
throw
play
away?
that before he discards?
What I can do, I can play that, move us both to where Barry's at.
You could do that.
Sure.
But Alex, you don't want to move. You're on a temple of the sun. You're going to have 4 globes in your hand after this.
Well, he could take 1 action to move back there and the second action to cash in.
Okay, so he's going to CHOPPA to Barry.
Yeah.
Get in the CHOPPA. All right,
And
so he
then I hand a
choppers
card.
there. Then he hands him the card, and now he's back to 5 cards in his hand. 4 of them globes, 1 of them fire. Alex, 4 globe, 1 fire in your hand.
Yep.
And then I have 1 action left. I flew to him. I handed him a card, and then I can shore up 1. I guess I should probably shore up the temple. So we'll shore up Temple of the Sun, so it'll be there when he gets there, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yep.
if this sinks, you guys can swim over to the temple.
Exactly.
All right, we'll see what gets pulled. Robert, I'm drawing hands for
That's
you.
me.
Lion card. Need that, like I need another hole in my head. Waters rise. All right, so we move the ticker up. 4.2. And then we shuffle the flood discard pile, which is Silvergate, Cliffs of Abandon, and Watchtower. That's the discard pile right now. So you know what's coming up.
Hey, Carlos, if the flood marker makes it all the way to the top, do we automatically lose?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a little skull and crossbones. Once it gets up there, we're dead.
Yay!
3 more clicks.
All right, Rob, here's your hand.
Got it.
Got it? Okay. So that's Rob's hand. And Rob's turn is over. It is now Alex's turn. Alex, you have...
Did you flood?
Oh,
Flood?
jeez. That's subconsciously, I just don't want to do it.
Jeez, this game seems so easy.
I know.
Watchtower is gone.
Yeah.
All right, so here I am. I'm going to choose that spot. Because next card, Silvergate, gone. Next card, Cliffs of Abandon, gone. Y'all better hang on to the helicopter cards because someone's going to have to fly back.
You have to fly me back.
So the 4th one is Cave of Embers, gentlemen. That
Move
is it.
over. Move over to.
Whoop. Everybody swims over there. Gone.
Well, yeah.
All right, now that is my turn. That is now my turn. So Alex,
Now, who's gonna get the chalice? Like, how's that gonna happen?
Okay, I
need
can
one
move.
more.
I can move diagonal.
And actually, you know what? I can move to the Coral Palace instead of Temple of the Sun. Well, I can fly myself either way. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is that where you ended up, Rob? You went from here to the flooded to here?
Go ahead and put me with Temple of the Sun. That way I'm with the other guys because somebody is going to need to hand me a chalice unless I draw one. So
Okay.
Go ahead and leave me with them. I can fly.
Done. All right, so it is Alex go.
All right. So I am going to cash in my treasure.
Oh, correction. Franz had a question on what happens if you sink and there's no tile adjacent. It's that player pawn sinks into the abyss and everyone loses the game. So do not put yourself in a place where you cannot swim to an adjacent spot. Thanks, Jason Franz, for the morbid questions. Keep them coming.
Thank you.
You can only swim so.
I can count on Jason to make everything fun.
So I'm
Logic.
going to cash in right now.
It's the first action.
It's your first action.
That's my first action.
Beep, 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 beep. Achievement unlocked. You've
3
gained
of the 4.
a globe.
Yeah.
We are at 3 of 4, gentlemen. I'll put them in the middle of the board so you guys can see them. 3 of 4 are ours. We have 1 left
All right.
to achieve.
The only thing left
What
is
more we make Voltron?
chalice. I'm going to start heading my way to the helicopter pad because I'm not getting the chalice.
Swimming.
So I'm going to go across. Actually, shore up the right there.
All right, so
I don't
Alex,
think
you're
there's
here.
any flood right now, is there?
Yeah,
No, nothing's flooded.
that's not flooded. Oh, okay. I thought it was flooded.
Yeah, the glare. I've got to figure out this glare situation.
Okay.
I'm working on
So
it.
if it's not flooded, I'm going to go up,
Alex is going up.
To the observatory?
1,
then to the right,
2.
And that is, yep.
and it's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, Bessie. Yep.
Draws a globe and a fire.
Which we don't need any of those.
Nope.
Exactly.
That's fine.
But at least it wasn't a flood.
Fool's Landing. Flooded.
I'll shore that up on my next turn. Thank God.
Crimson Forest.
And
Flooded.
that one I don't give about.
Language. Temple of the Sun. Flooded. And final 4th card, Observatory. flooded.
And we
All right, that is it for Alex. It is Explorer Barrie. There's your hand.
Barrie has a chalice he could hand off.
All right, I will hand off a chalice to Rob.
Chalice handing to Rob. Rob has 4 cards. He now has 5 cards. Rob, you have 4 chalice, 1 line.
Got it.
Is the one down diagonal to us, is that one flooded now?
This one, no.
I'll shore up the one we're on.
Got it. That's 2.
And then I'm going to go ahead and move diagonal and up to the left.
Misty Marsh.
Yep.
All right.
And that ends my turn.
Draw 2. Lion. Helicopter. You might need that.
yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Sweet.
Perfect. That's Barry's hand. Now we flood 4. Breaker's Bridge. All right, that's where Alex is currently at. Misty Marsh. Temple of the Moon. Last card. Golden Gate. China. Now I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. All right.
Same here.
That was Barrie. And
Yep.
It is Carlos's go. The messenger.
Which means we're going to draw a flood.
We're all going to die. All right, so I have a line and fire and a helicopter. So we need to get the chalice, but that's on Rob's turn. Rob, are you where you need to be?
I am not. As I say, I was going to use my fly to get down to the Temple of the Moon.
I
But
will,
you may
you know
want
what,
to fly me
Rob?
on
I will
down there.
fly you down there myself.
Okay.
That way you can fly yourself back. Well, you already have that ability, don't you?
I'm sorry, Coral Palace is where I need to be.
Don't you already have the ability to fly? Once per turn,
Yes.
fly to
I
any
do,
time.
but on my turn, I can cash in and then I can fly to the land.
Exactly.
Yeah, so use yours
And then
to
you'll
fly
have
him
the
down
fly.
there.
You'll have the landing card ready to go. Okay, I'll save you an action. So I'll fly Robert to the Coral Palace. That's
Right.
one action. I will start shoring up stuff. 2 actions: shore up, flood.
Actually, playing the card is a free action.
Free action. Good God. Good. That's a good point. So 1 to shore up Fool's Landing. 1 to shore up Crimson Forest. No, I'm gonna let Crimson Forest fall, gentlemen. I'm gonna move for 2.
Shore up
3,
the one below it.
Breaker's Bridge. And just pray the observatory doesn't get pulled. All right, let's draw my hand. Oh. Got him.
Every time.
This has become comical at this point.
Listen, it's only like a 5% chance 100% of the time. Okay.
This Carlos math. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Carlos math.
I did go to a Tampa school. There is.
And let me point out that if we draw Misty Marsh here in the next 5 cards, which is almost a certainty, actually I think it might be a certainty at this point, we are going to lose.
Thanks. You bring joy into my life. I don't know if I've told you that before.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, it's not a certainty. We have 7. It's we've got to draw 5 out of 7.
100% of the time.
Yeah. So there's what are the odds on that? Somebody's got the math on that. Probably about an 80% chance we lose here. But hey, let's see what happens.
Not this guy. I don't have the math on that. All right. So discard pile gets shuffled, placed on top of the draw pile, and then this is the point where Carlos forgets to do the flood, and we move to the next player. Remind me
skip a flood
that I
stage.
forgot to do the flooded, and we go back to the
Nobody
flooding.
had any sandbags today.
Oh, no. Nobody has sandbags. I need more webcams. That way I can set up like where the cards are, where the board is. I'm working on it, folks.
28.5% chance to not get it.
Give me that percentage again, Franz, for the people.
28.5% chance to not draw it.
Oh,
Never tell me the odds.
Hey.
Kind of close.
All right, here we go. 5 cards.
There's a chance.
5 cards being drawn. Number 1, Temple of the Sun, flooded. Number 2, Breakers Bridge, flooded. Number 3, Misty Marsh, gone.
Lost. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He can go to Golden Gate.
Yes, he can swim to Golden Gate. Number 4,
There's still a chance.
You telling me there's a chance? Fool's Landing, floods. And number 5, Golden Gate, disappears. And now Barrie will swim to the Temple of the Sun. Barrie lived.
Living on the edge.
You're alive, Barrie. All right. So now that is the end of Carlos's turn. Go back to the top of the order. It is Rob's go. Our pilot has the following. 4
I'm cashing
chalice.
those 4 chalices in right now.
Woo! We got all 4, gentlemen. We got all 4.
Question: does anyone have a chopper card at this point?
Somebody does.
No, Barrie does. Barrie has one.
I remember there was one, so we got to get everybody there.
Okay.
And then we got to use a chopper card to fly off.
All right. So this is the situation on the board.
I have 2 actions left, so I think I have to fly myself now to Fool's Landing, and then my third action is going to be to shore up Fool's Landing,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then I am done. And if Barrie sinks here at some point, we will lose.
Let me go pull up these rules here, because Barrie can do diagonals. So is there anything special
I
about
don't know.
Barrie? Barrie Explorer may also move diagonally.
Yeah, if his tile sinks, it says you can move up, down, left, or right to an adjacent tile.
But the
Yeah,
agenda,
it's only during my action. If the island sinks, I'm screwed.
Why so negative, Barrie? Exception is the diver. The diver may swim to the nearest tile. The explorer may swim diagonally, and the pilot may fly to any tile.
There you go.
Okay, so I can. So I should be okay.
Okay, this is good. So that is the end of Rob's actions. So now it's time for the drawing of treasure, which probably means nothing other than don't draw a flood. You didn't.
Yep.
And now we flood.
And the flood phase, 5 cards. Temple of the Moon, gone. Crimson Forest, gone. Number 3, Observatory, gone. Number 4, Coral Palace, flooded.
So we gotta hope the one. Okay.
And number 5, Whispering Garden, floods. We have no more cards in the flood pile. No more cards in the flood pile. What does that mean to me?
If the flood
But we
pile
just drew all
drops-
5, so it'll get shuffled the next time someone has to draw.
When the flood
Right.
pile runs out, immediately shuffle the flood discard pile and stack the cards to face a new one. So if it ever runs out, which it did, we immediately shuffle. Immediate shuffle.
oh, this is wonderful.
It's scary, isn't it?
Gonna be close. Gonna be close.
All right, that is Rob's turn. It is now Alex's turn. He's got to make his way to Fool's Landing.
All right, I'm going to shore up the card I'm on,
Got it.
and then I'm going my way up to Fool's Landing.
And then you're done.
Yeah.
We're going to draw sandbags. Whoop, whoop.
All right, should I shore up anything at this point?
I think hang on to that in case Fool's Landing.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
What do you mean,
Shore
no?
up the one. Well, okay. Because right now, I've got one spot I can move to if the one I'm on gets gone. But if both the one I'm on and the one below it get gone, we lose.
Well, how about we wait? And the first time one of these
If one
goes
of them goes
away,
away,
we'll do the other
we'll
one.
do the other one. That way you'll
Yes.
always have a place to be.
Sounds good.
You see this, Barrie? Do you see this? Do you
Yeah.
see it? That's a wing. Do you see that? That's you, Barry. I've got you under my wing.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
There's your hand, Alex. Sandbag.
All right.
All right, so now we flood. We've got 5 cards.
How many cards? How many cards did he have?
He has
Was he over his
5. He's at 5.
Okay.
All right, so 5 cards in the flood deck. Fool's Landing, 1. Breaker's Bridge, 2.
Oh shit.
Coral Palace is gone.
All right. So
All right,
you need to start the one I'm
No,
on.
let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
Sandbag him.
We're sandbagging Barry.
Exactly. We're sandbagging Barry.
So that was
Well, obviously,
the
we're
third.
drawing the last 2.
That was the third card. Temple of the Sun, Floods, and Whispering
Whispering
Garden
Garden goes away.
gone. Our discards are now there. We've got 3 cards left in this pile. Shuffled and put back. It is the end of Alex's turn, and we're on to Barry. And nobody else has a helicopter card. No one has a helicopter card.
So we lost.
No, we just need to get Barry over there and hopefully
Barry has to
draw
get there
one
on his turn right now.
and draw
Get
it.
there right now. We lost.
So I'm going to use my helicopter. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is sandbag the one I'm on, or
Shore up.
shore up the one I'm on.
Okay.
That's one action. Then I'm going to use the helicopter card to move up to the top one,
Got it.
which is a free action. I'm going to shore up the one that we're on
Got it.
and
third
shore.
action.
Yep.
Got it. Draw 2. Let's
Still a
hope
chance.
you get a helicopter. 1, and then we have to shuffle this up. And let's see.
Do you have to have one of the helicopter cards, or can the pilot automatically fly us off?
No, he can only move 1. He can move himself
Okay.
per tile. Let's double check that.
It does say then one player must discard a helicopter lift card to lift you off your team off of Forbidden Island to win the game.
It may be flooded, which is fine, but one of us has to. All right, there's our shuffle. Let's see.
So if you do the math here again real quick, and with Franz's stats, we have 5 cards in the deck. We have 3 unflooded tiles. So the first 3 cards are going to flood the 3, and then we're going to draw 2 more, which means we will have 1 tile left. So the Fool's Landing would have to come up as the bottom card after the shuffle for us not to lose.
If I don't draw a helicopter card now.
This is why I don't go on fun adventures with you, because you just ruin everything, man. You just leave me hope.
That's
That's all I got left.
Board up, you got
Water Rise. All right.
Really, dude?
With the Water Rise, there's no cards in the discard to shuffle and put on top, so that doesn't happen. We just tick up 1. Good job, Barry.
And now we draw our 5 cards.
There's Barry's hand, and we draw 5.
Did you say you had the odds on that yet, Franz?
40% chance you lose.
So we got a 60% chance of winning. We got this.
I feel like we have C-3PO back there, like telling us how bad things are going to be, and then Rob's sitting next to him. I got a bad feeling about this. Fool's Landing. That's 1, 2. Temple of the Sun, and 3. Shocking. Breaker's Bridge. We must shuffle and draw 2 more. Oh man, we suck at this game.
Actually, the way I would calculate it now with 3 cards, we're drawing 2 more. We have a 33% chance of winning or not losing.
Not winning, but not losing.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a 33% chance of not losing, 66% chance of losing.
Here's 33% chance number 1.
Well, don't
Fool's
worry,
Landing.
And we lose. So close.
Ta-da!
Yet so far.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is
Heartbreaking.
oh, that's rough. All right, so I got to work on some things, But what do you guys think? You know, this is our first time doing a live stream. Actually, it's still I'm looking on the side here, and it is going live on Facebook, so it's still streaming. So I did something right.
Okay, I have to say I just did scratch part of my wanting to play a board game itch. It's not as good as being, in the room with everyone, but it did. I've been wanting to play a board game ever since this quarantine started, and this did kind of scratch that itch.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
Hey, that I'm putting that there in the comments. Not too horrible.
Wasn't horrible.
And I didn't have to put pants on.
On that note, we thank you for watching. We'll do more. Please put in the comments what I could do better. I know that the lighting was an issue. I feel like the lighting just above the camera is causing glare. I'll work on that. But we thank you for your comments and watching. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe. God bless.
In the stream.